Probably just talk about, all the hard work you guys have put in the offseason and you're 3-0. You just talk about the excitement of, seeing everything come to fruition.
Yeah, it's been really nice seeing everything come together. I mean, obviously every college team puts in a lot of work in the offseason, but for us, I mean, it was getting on the O-line, getting bigger, faster, stronger, but just really from an execution standpoint, we needed to get a lot better. It seemed like last year, after almost every game, it was just, oh man, if this one guy had done one thing on this play, it would have gone. And everyone else did, because that's how O-line works. If every guy on the O-line, I mean, tight ends usually too, does his job, but then one guy messes up the block, it's a TFL usually. So it's been really nice just working all through spring and this summer and seeing everything from an execution standpoint really come together so far.
All the hard work you paid off, this running game has improved a lot. Does that give another dimension to this team?
Yeah, I mean, the running game opens up everything, and it's kind of a slippery slope when you don't have the running game, because then you go from 1st and 10, you don't get a good run, then it's 2nd and 8, and then you're put in those situations where the defense knows it's going to be a pass. Then it just becomes, like I said, a slippery slope from there, because it's a lot harder to pass block when the defense knows you're going to pass every time. So it gets a lot worse from that standpoint. But having the run there really just opens up our whole offense, and Coach R is allowed to call every other play once we get the run going.
The past couple of days, what have you seen? What's Indiana going to bring to the table defensively?
They're a good front. They were, I mean, I didn't play in the Indiana game last year, but talking to some of the other guys on the O-line, they said they were one of the best D-lines we played last year. And they rotate a lot of guys on the whole D-line, so that's going to be tough with all their guys staying really fresh along the D-line. So we're going to have to combat that in a couple different ways, but their linebackers are good. They're both around 6'1", 6'2", 240. They're big guys. Both are interior guys. And their secondary, they got some good guys. One of their corners is a little light, but he's really fast. And they got some good coverage guys, and it'll be a hard defense to go against, but I think we'll get the job done.
Seeing your rushing yards go up every week and going up against another opponent, what kind of confidence does it give you as the offensive line going into this game?
I mean, I think the biggest confidence boost from the rushing standpoint was getting a 100-yard rusher. I mean, Cade and the Duke game, I mean, I didn't look at the statistics, but it was our first 100-yard rusher since like 2012 or 2010 or something like that. I mean, having our running back finally go for 100 yards. I mean, we went over 100 yards rushing last year a couple times, but having our running back actually do it, I think, was the biggest confidence boost for us. And really taking over in the fourth quarter and being able to run our 4-minute drill and run the ball, I think, was the biggest thing.
Do you feel confident that maybe you could have a similar performance against Indiana this week?
Yeah, I mean, the goal's the same every week. Doesn't matter who you go against. I mean, Indiana's a really good front, but that doesn't change how we're going to have to execute or do anything different. We're still going to have to establish the run, and go from there.
Any other questions? All right. Thanks, Ronnie. Appreciate it.
All right.